Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and what I got for you today is a review of the DHD D2 HD camera. This is a neat DSLR recently coming out from DHD D2. It has all kinds of cool features on it, such as a quadcopter. This is actually the carrying case slash controller for the DHD D2 Nano quadcopter. It's a camera quadcopter, by the way. That's why it's in a case that looks like a camera. Pretty neat little idea, though. Let's go over the features of this. First off, before we even start looking at the quadcopter, let me go over the controls of this, because the one that I got did not come with instructions. I guess they want you to learn on your own how to control it. But the controls of this are, this should be your headless mode, I believe, the way it's beeping. And this seems to be an operative, this button here. This increases your rates from beginner to expert. And this is just plain old trim buttons for yaw. This is trim buttons for pitch. And this is trim buttons for roll. And this is your camera button. A quick press and you take a photo. A long press, you start and stop your video. So that's the buttons before we go into the quadcopter itself. Now let's look at the quadcopter. And actually, before we look at the quadcopter, let's look at this. This is the charging port for the quadcopter. To charge this quadcopter, you can either use the batteries in the transmitter by plugging this charging port into the quadcopter and turning the on-off switch to on, and that will start the charging of this quadcopter out in the field. If you're going to do such, use AA nickel metal hydride batteries, rechargeable batteries in here. You're going to need that extra oomph to recharge the quadcopter. It uses 4 of those, by the way. That's why it has 4 batteries for a nano quadcopter inside the case. Additionally, you can charge it without the batteries. There is a charging port right there, and it comes with a charger to charge the quadcopter. You plug the charger into the controller, and then you plug this plug into the quadcopter to charge the quadcopter via its remote charger. So that's it in a nutshell. I say that a lot. I got to stop saying that in my videos. Let's go over the quadcopter real quick. It appears to be a standard nano style quadcopter. It does have an SD card slot, and it comes with an SD card and SD card reader, which is a bonus. That's great that they do that. Here's the camera for it, the camera port. It's a little standard little pinhole camera. I don't know about the quality. We'll see here in post-flight when we download the video. It has it actually starts to flicker red, the case, when you are recording. And it also has a little on-off LED right about there. So that's about it. Let's go give it a shot. We're going to turn it on, and I'm going to point it in the direction of the mountains there. And it has very bright LED lights, by the way, on the side, which is good. I just flew one here recently that had LED ports on the bottom that you couldn't see until you took off. Okay, turning on the transmitter. And here's how you tell if you're recording or not. Look at the front screen there, and then you hold that button down. And if it's flashing and it continues flashing, you are recording video. If it does a quick flash, you just took a photo. Okay, let's get into the air. Right off, I can see I need some right trim and some forward trim. Okay, let's see what kind of video it takes. What rate am I in? Okay, I'm in intermediate now. Wow, it's nimble little quadcopter in intermediate. We're back to beginner. In beginner, we got a slight breeze coming from my right, but it's fighting it. Okay. I'm going to headless mode. I'm not sure that was headless mode. Hold on, folks. Okay, I'm going to stop the video to make sure we got that recording. Video is off. Lights are still on. And this time, we'll take off into the wind. I'm going to point the quadcopter into the wind. holding the button down, what I think is the headless mode button. Nope, did nothing. Landing one more time. Okay, how about the other button? Holding that button down. Nope, no headless mode. The button that beeps. Oh, there we go. Now I'm in headless mode. You do a quick press. Quick press of this button here. That must have been one key return. Yeah, that's one key return. If you hold it down for 2 seconds, it does a one key return. Here's one key return. Okay, so that works. Let's do it one more time. We'll go out a bit. And then we'll press one key return, watch it return. One key return. So one key return works. Headless mode works. Coming out of headless mode, quick press. Okay, let's take off one more time with the camera running. And I'm putting it on the ground so I can sync up the videos. Camera activated one more time. And I want to go up in headless mode. And I'm going to go to the rate and increasing the rate. The reason I want to use headless mode is it makes it easier to fly in this wind that I got right now. Going up high. Let's see what kind of altitude we can get with this. Bring it back overhead here. It's flying relatively well. Pointing it in a different direction. Don't hit my car. Yeah, so the range seems to be about 30 meters. It's pointed toward me. I think it's pointed toward me now. Nifty little quadcopter. Its lights are blinking, so we're getting low on power. Turning off the camera. Camera's off. Camera is off. Let's see how much advanced warning these LEDs give us before it comes down. Get a little... Yeah, these little nanos, it's important. Normally I don't fly with headless mode, folks. But these little nanos, they make it easy in the wind to fly. So they come in nifty with the little nano quadcopters. Especially the ones that are a little skittish. Okay, let's do a little bit of yaw turns. Demonstrate that I am in headless mode. Well, apparently that gives you a lot of warning. I'm not recording. This one actually flies relatively well and long. And is stable. It's a stable nano. Oh, there's the power. Ain't no more power. So that's how much warning it gives you. So my thoughts, DHD D2, it's actually a good flyer. I hope the video came out well. We'll see how good the video is here shortly. Its controller is somewhat unusual, and the way it charges is somewhat unusual, but it allows you to charge in the field, supposedly, which is a benefit. That's about it. Let's go over the buttons one more time. Again, since this apparently did not come with a manual, this is for activating headless mode with a quick press. A long press activates one key return. This is for increasing and decreasing rates, going up, the beginner, intermediate, expert, and coming back down. You got to go down that way. And again, these are just trim buttons. And this button here, I have no idea, and it didn't seem to activate the flips either. I'm not sure this had flipping ability. So that's a second quadcopter I've tested today that did not seem to have flipping ability. Okay, that's it. This is Quadcopter 101. Hope you enjoyed the flight. Let me hold it up one more time for thumbnail. Quadcopter 101, signing out.